Hello everyone. In this lecture we will study about the search helps. Now, firstly, what is search help? A search help tells us about what are the various possible values for any field, or what are the various possible combination for any input field. So, if we will see in the SAP screen what is search help. Now we will move on to transaction code SC11. Search help is also called as F4 help. Why it is called as F4 help? Because if we are pressing the F4, you will get the what are the various possible values for that input field. Suppose for this first database table, this is the search help for database table, or these are the various possible values for database table. It will show me what are the various tables that have created in the SAP. Now for view, this is the search help for the view. So search help tells us what are the various possible values for any input field. Now in SAP we have total two types of search help. Our first search help is elementary search help. Our second search help is collective search help. Now, what is elementary search help? A single search help is called as a elementary search help. Now, what is collective search help? A combination of elementary search help is called as the collective search help. So, we can see the example of search help. Suppose you are filling a form, and in that form, suppose there is a input field title. So whenever you are filling the title, there are the various options in that. Mr., Mrs., suppose doctor. So these are the various possible values for that input field, which will make the user task easy, that these are the various possible values which exists for this input field. Suppose we are taking the example of your employee IDs. If we want to check that this employee ID exists in the system or not, then if the search help is there, then we can easily search that. So now we will create one elementary search help, then we will create collective search help. Okay, so this is the radio button for creating the collective search help, or for creating the elementary search help. So firstly, as I am creating a customer specific object, so its first name always starts with Z or Y. Suppose my name of the search help is Z search underscore PER. Now we are creating a search help for the persons. So my search help name is Z search underscore PER. Now I am clicking on this create button. Now I am going for creating a elementary search help. I am clicked on this OK button. Now my description of the search help is elementary search help for person. Now, in this search help, we have the various things. Now, firstly, what is selection method? Selection method is name of the database table or name of the view from where you have to fetch the data, or from where you have to display the values. A selection method is name of the table or name of the view from where you have to display the values, or frame where you have to fetch the data. In this case, you have to display the details of the person, so we will go for our already created table, that is ZTPER. Now our second thing is dialog type. A dialog type, in SAP we have three types of dialog type. Our first thing is display values immediately. Our second thing is dialog with value restriction. Our third thing is dialog depends upon set of values. Now what are these three dialog types? Now, firstly, what is display values immediately? Whenever you are taking the select search help as display values immediately, it will show the values in single instance of time. Whenever you are running the search help, it will directly show you the various possible values for that field. Now, if you are going for dialog with value restriction, in that case, before displaying the values, a pop-up will appear for restricting the values. Now, in third option, dialog depends upon set of values. In this case, if your values are less than 100, then it will automatically switch to display values immediately. Now, if your values are greater than 100, then it will automatically switch to dialog with value restriction. So this is our third option. Dialog depends upon set of values, will fulfill the purpose of both display values immediately as well as dialog with value restriction. Now we will move on to search help parameter. So these are the various columns or fields that you want to include in the search help. So for this, suppose I am taking the search help parameter. So suppose my first parameter is person ID and my second parameter is person name. Whenever you are taking the search help parameter, in front of that the data element will be automatically appear. Now, for time being, I am taking this all options. I am passing this lpos, spos. I will explain each and everything. For time being, I am taking these values. Now I am saving this search help. I am saving this search help as a local object. Now the messages appear that this search help is saved. Now I am checking for the syntax of this search help. It is showing no inconsistencies found. Now I am activating this search help. It is showing me the message that the object is activated. Now firstly we will run the search help with display values immediately. Okay. So now I am running the search help with the help of test button, or we can run the search help with the help of execute button. So I am clicking on this OK button. Now, whenever I am running the search help, the values are displayed immediately. Values are displayed in single instance of time. So this is our display values immediately. Now we will go for second option, that is dialog with value restriction. Now I am again activating the search help. Now if I am executing the search help, click on this OK button. Now the values are not appear in single instance of time. Before displaying the values, a pop-up is there. For restricting the values. Suppose here I am pressing person ID 1, then it is only showing the details of the person ID 1. If I am entering the person ID 2, then it is only showing me the details of the person ID 2. So this is dialog with value restriction. Before displaying the values, a pop-up will come to restrict those values. So now we will go for our third option. Dialog depends upon set of values. Now I am activating this search. As we have already discussed, in this option, if your values in the table or values which are displayed are less than 100, in this case it will automatically move on to display values immediately. If the entries are greater than 100, it will move on to dialog with value restriction. In this case, our search help is displaying total 5 number of values. So it will automatically switch on to which option? Display values immediately. So if I am running this search help, it will show me the output in single instance of time, or it is immediately displaying the values. So this is all about our dialog type. So I am again repeating what are these three dialog types. If you are taking display values immediately, the values are displayed in single instance of time or values will be automatically displayed. If you are taking second option, dialog with value restriction, so before displaying the values, a pop-up will come from where you can restrict the values. Now this is our third thing. Dialog depends on set of values. It will fulfill the purpose of both display values immediately as well as dialog with value restriction. If the entries are less than 100, it will automatically switch to display values immediately. If the entries are greater than 100, it will automatically switch on to dialog with value restriction. Now we will cover all these things. What is this L pose? What is this S pose? What is this importing? What is this exporting? What is this modified? And what is this default value? Now, firstly, what is this L pose and what is this S pose? L pose stands for list position. S pose stands for screen position. S pose stands for screen position. L pose stands for list position. S pose stands for screen position. Now what is this list position and what is this screen position? Screen position is that which appears before displaying the values, and list position is that whenever our output is displayed. I am again repeating what is this S pose and what is this L pose. S pose is that which appears before displaying the values, and list position is that whenever our values are displayed. I will show you on the screen. Suppose I am taking the list position as 2 and 1 and S screen position as 1 or 2. Now I am saving this, checking for the syntax, and now I am activating the search. Now I have told you that screen position is that which is displayed before displaying the values. So I am running this search help. I am click on this OK button. So this is my screen position. This is my screen positions. So I have given person ID as 1, person name as 2. So person ID is at the first position, person name is at the second position. Now I am clicking on this OK button. Now here see, this is our list position. In this list position I have taken person name as first and person ID as second. So that's why person ID is appearing at the second position, person name is appearing at the first position. So I am again repeating what is this list position, what is this screen position. I will again show you. What is this screen position? Screen position is that which appears before displaying the values, and list position is that which appears when the output is displayed. We have taken the list position as 2 and 1, so person name is appearing on the second position, person number is appearing on the, person ID is appearing on the first position, second position, and person name is at the first position. For the screen position, we have taken person ID as first and person name as second. Now what is this default value? What is this default value? Default value is used to pass the default values to any input field or any input field of the search help. Suppose I want to pass the default value 1 as default value 1 to this person ID. Now I am saving this, I am checking for the syntax, now I am activating this. Now one important point is here, one very important point is here, that whenever you are providing the default value to any input field, its importing must be unticked. This is very important concept. Whenever you are providing the default value to any input field, its importing must always be unticked. So whenever I am pressing enter, So when I'm saving this search help, I am checking for the syntax of the search help. Now I am activating this search help. It is saying active object is generated. Now I am running this search help. Click on the OK button. Now I think we have exceeded the length of the default field, so we will decrease it by 10. Now I am again activating the search help. Now I am running the search help. Now the default value is coming, automatically appearing here. Now if I am clicking on the OK button, it will only show me the record of the person ID 1. Now this default value is used to pass the default value to any input field. Now what is this SDIS? What is the use of this SDIS? SDIS is used to make any input field in the read-only mode or in the disable mode. What is the use of this SDIS? It is used to make any input field in the disable mode or in the read-only mode, or we can say it as a display-only mode. So if I am ticking this for person ID, I am saving the search help, I am checking for the syntax, I am activating the search help. Now if I am running the search help, now this field is now in read-only mode. You cannot enter anything here. So what is the use of SDIS? To make any input field in the read-only mode, in the display mode, or in the display mode, or in the disable mode, or in the read-only mode. Now what is this modified indicator? What is this modified indicator? Now whenever I am clicking on this modified indicator, see what is the difference in the screen. Whenever I am unticking this input field will become disabled. Whenever I am clicking on this input field will become enabled. So modified indicator is used to modify the data element. As in the previous sessions we have already discussed, data element is used to change the description, or data element tells us about how the field is visible to the end user. So if in the search help you want to change the description, then you have to go for this modified indicator. Suppose now we are not clicking on this. If I am running this search help, in this search help our description is appearing person ID and person name. Suppose I have a requirement, in that case instead of person ID, suppose I have to only display ID. So in that case, rather than changing the data element which is already existing, you have to create one new data element and you have to use that new data element here. So we will do this thing. So SC11 is the transaction code for creating the data element. So we will create one new data element. Suppose my new data element is Z new underscore ID. As I am again creating a customer specific object, so his first name always starts with Z or Y. Now I am clicking on this create button. I am creating a data element ID. Short description is ID. Now I can use the same domain. Because I have to only change the description, so there is no need for the creation of the new domain. I can use the already existing domain. I am passing the same existing domain here. Now I will go for this field label tag. Suppose my description is ID, 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 ID. Now I am saving this data element. I am saving it as a local object. The data element is saved. Now I am checking for the syntax of the data element. It is saying no inconsistency found. Now I am activating this data element. Now the data element is activated. Now Now instead of this data element, instead of ZDPID data element, I will use my new data element. Now you have to click on this modify button, then you can use your new created data element. Now I am saving this search help. I am checking for the syntax of the search help. Now I am activating this search help. So now I am running the search help, pressing enter. Now see, instead of person ID, ID is only appearing. So we can change the description with the help of this modify indicator. So modify indicator gives you how to change the data element, or you can change the data element with the help of modify. Now, what is now this importing and what is now this exporting? What is this exporting? Exporting is used to move the values from the list position to the input fields. I am again repeating, exporting is used to move the values or export the values from the list position to the input fields. Suppose currently I am taking only person ID as exporting. Suppose now I am saving this search help. I am checking for the syntax of this search help. Sorry. Now I am activating this search help. I am taking only person ID as exporting. Now I am running this search help. Click on the OK button. Enter. Now I am saying export is used to export the values from the list position. This is my list position to the input fields. So if I am clicking on this particular row, now this C, only person ID value is exported, person name value is not exported. Why? Because we have not exported the person name. Suppose now I am taking person name as exported. Now I am saving the search help, checking for the syntax, and now I am activating this. So when I am running this search help, when I click on this particular row, only name is exported, person ID is not exported. So if I am clicking both as exporting and activating the search help, now in this case if I am running the search help, now both values are exported. So what is this exporting? Now I am again repeating, exporting is used to move the values or to export the values from the list position to the input fields. Now what is importing? We have already discussed what is importing. Whenever you are providing the default values to any input field, in that case importing must be unticked. This is the major or very useful important point. Whenever you are making or providing the default value to any input field, in that case importing must be unticked. We have another term, that is hotkey, which we will discuss at the time of the creation of the reports. So this is all about our elementary search help. Now we will move on to our collective search help. As we have already discussed, collective search help is a combination of elementary search helps. So we have to create, this is our one elementary search help. Now we will create another elementary search help, and we will combine those two search help into a single search help. That single search help is called as our collective search help. Firstly, we will create another elementary search help. Suppose my name of the another search help is zsearch_per_add. Now I am clicking on this create button. This is again a elementary search help. I am saying it as second elementary search help, or I am saying it as search help for person additional information. in this search help, I am taking the second table for the pernel, that is ZTPER underscore add. Now in this search help, I am taking the option display values immediately. Now I am providing the search help parameters, person ID. Our second parameter is person designation. Our third parameter is person salary. Our fourth parameter is person location. I am clicking all this, importing, exporting, because we have already discussed what is this importing and exporting. I am taking it as 11223344. Now I am saving this search help. I am saving it as a local object. Now the search help is saved. I am checking for the syntax of the search help. No inconsistency found. Now I am activating this search help. Thus it is showing me the message object is activated. Now I will create one collective search help with the help of these two elementary search help. Suppose my name of the search help is zcollect_per. As again I am creating a customer specific object, its first name always starts with Z or Y. Now click on this create button. I will go for collective search help. Suppose my short description is collective search help. Now I will move on to this third tab, that is included search helps. My first search help is Z search_per. My second search help is Z search_per_add. Now I am saving this search help. I am saving it as a local object. I am checking for the syntax of this search help. Now I am activating this search help. Now I am running this search help. OK button. Now see, in this we have total two search help. First is elementary search help for person. Second search help is search help for personal additional information. Our first search help is made with the help of dialog with value restriction. Our second search help is made with the help of display values immediately. So what is now this collective search help? Collective search help is a combination of elementary search helps. Our first search help is this. Our second search help is this. So whenever we have a requirement in which we have to display multiple search helps in single search help, then we have to go for the option of collective search help. This is all about the search help.